You're listening to the Gab Street Podcast, Columbus, Ohio's #1 podcast for underground talent. Every week we have new conversations with interesting individuals who contribute to the Columbus economy and its lively culture. You may find just what you're looking for right in your backyard. Let's get right into it. Hey pedestrians, welcome back. Episode 65, Quarantainment is still in full swing. We have, I think, according to Mike DeWine, passed the peak of new cases per day. So we're working on that now. So the acceleration is stopping. This is good. We will be on our way back to in-person interviews eventually, but for the time being, we have your normal co-host, Say Crypto, say hello.
What up, what up?
You can hear him clinking his tea around in the background. He's a real British man.
Oh god, I hope that's not too noticeable. It's done brewing, so
It's fine. And we have a guest with us here this week. He goes by KUWOP. Say what's up.
KUWOP. What's up, y'all?
You may have recognized his voice from him having sponsored the show for a month in the past, which I really appreciate. He's actually, in my opinion, done the best job of a sponsorship message that anyone has. So I think his is a standard to be held up to others. So if you want to go ahead and sponsor the show, you need to step your game up a little bit. You know what I mean? Get your money's worth. But
no cap. I appreciate that though, bro. Yeah, that means a lot to me for real. Cause that was like the first time I ever even done like something like that, like a sponsor ad or like commercial type shit. So
damn, seriously?
I was able to knock it out first try. That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah, you did a great job, dude. That sounded awesome. But we have some questions for him. It wouldn't be an interview if we didn't. So we can go ahead and hop into that shit. First of all, what I'm curious about is what is the origin of your artist name?
KUWOP. So you see what happened was it all started back when I first started making music. I was going by a different name. I was going by the name Caesar.
Okay.
You know, because in my younger days, I felt like I was a reincarnation of Julius Caesar after I did a crazy ass acid trip. I changed my rap name to Caesar. That was like my name. And then, but when I went to drop my first album, that's why my whole first album was called Rome, and I had the whole Rome Records, my whole record label going around. You know what I mean? So I had the whole Julius Caesar thing going on. But then when I went to drop my first album, it was like I went to there was already like an artist that already copyrighted his name as like Caesar or whatever. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't let me drop the album until like I had a different name. And so really, I just like, if you listen to some of my music beforehand, even back when my name was Caesar, I'd always been saying KUWOP in my music. You know what I mean? Because to me, it wasn't even like a name type shit. It was just like who I am type of. You know what I mean?
It's kind of a tag.
Yeah, and it comes from like one of my biggest influences in music, Gucci Mane.
Okay.
Yeah. His name is KUWOP. You know what I mean? He calls him Gucci KUWOP. I always thought that shit was so hard, but I wanted it to be like kind of personal too. You know what I mean? To have like something with me in it. So I took the G out and switched it with K because my first name is Kevin. Then I just ended up coming up with KUWOP. And that shit sounded a little weird to me at first. I was like, KUWOP, what the fuck? But then after I kept saying it in my songs and I kept listening to it back and back, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, that shit sound hard as fuck. And that's how I stuck with it.
I think it definitely grabs attention. When you first messaged me, I was like, oh, somebody named KUWOP. I've never seen a name like this before. This is unique. So I think it works out for you in the way that you want it to.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to say original because I got an influence from Gucci Mane, but it's different. You know what I mean? So it's like you said, it catches people's attention.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think, that being a really unique name, I think that is only fitting for a unique artist. And I wanted to ask, in your words, what do you think makes you a unique artist in Columbus?
What makes me a unique artist in Columbus is that I actually really like. I'm actually serious about my craft. You know what I mean. So I'll take the time. I'll spend the time. I'll spend the money. Invest. You know what I mean. Do whatever to make sure that my music sounds the best quality that it can. You know,
Mm.
a lot of people that say they make music will go out there and just go to different home studios. You know what I mean. Just like record with their bros. Which it ain't nothing wrong with that. But I feel like if you really want to be serious about it, take it to the next level, you gotta take that next step and start investing that money into it. You know what I mean?
I think
I
that comes
did
through in your
notice.
music.
Yeah, I noticed like right away when I first heard it, like damn, this shit sounds professional. What are some of the challenges that you face in getting your sound to that level?
Um, finding the right engineers. You know,
Mm.
going to a bunch of different studios, having to pay a bunch of different prices, trying to find the right engineer at the right price. You know,
Hmm.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that's I think what has been the biggest challenge for me. But linking up with October definitely changed all that for me. You know.
Because
Yeah,
October mixes and masters, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yes,
yeah, he
sir.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's actually my engineer that I record with all my
Okay.
music.
He does have a signature. Like I don't know what it is, but his production is a signature thing for him, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's really like talented behind the boards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can rap, do all that, but then like when he sit down in the studio, I think that's where he really shine in the engineer position.
And you did a song with him on your latest project, correct?
Yeah, on T Rex. I mean, yeah, on 717, the song's called T Rex.
And how was it working with him on that?
Oh, that was dope for real. It was an experience for me because I had already known that I wanted to get him on a song for a long time. From since like the first time we went in the studio and he started like playing me some of his music. I was like, damn, bro, this shit sound crazy. You know, so then finally when the opportunity came around, it was like it was like a no brainer, you know what I mean, for me on that track. And when we went to the studio to record it, it was pretty dope because he like I had sent him just like a couple beats, you know, like 4 or 5 beats or whatever, try and get a feel for the track. And then when we heard that beat, we was like, "This the one," and we just sat down there, immediately got knocked it out in like an hour type shit. You know what I mean? I wrote my verse, recorded it, wrote the chorus, recorded it, and then he didn't even write it, so he just went there freestyle.
I've always found it fascinating how quality music can happen in so many different ways. Like, we've interviewed people who say that they write most of their music pretty quickly, whereas, like, Zay, you were here for the Sarab interview, right? Where he said, like, it would take him, like, a couple months sometimes, but the same quality
Uh,
results from both.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. That I
I
think.
can I can relate to that though. Like for me, I feel like I struggle writing stuff quickly, and obviously that's something to work on. But yeah, it
I
can
feel
happen
like
anyway.
I feel like the how fast you get done writing stuff. It definitely comes with experience. Like how much experience you have with writing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because if you already
Yeah.
write a lot and you already have a lot of experience writing, you already know what you want to do with a song. You'll be able to write the song and knock it out quick. You know what I mean? But it's like,
Yeah.
but also like how you was talking about with Sir Rob. That comes from being creative. You know what I mean? Being creative, you're not always able to turn that creative part on whenever you want. You know? So it's like it could take a couple months to finish writing the verse. You know?
Yeah. But you're
It's
not working that whole
not,
time. You're really just waiting for inspiration to hit, which is
yeah,
like
exactly.
I feel like when I actually write, like I can knock stuff out quickly. It's just like hard to get in that creative space. That's what I have to work on. But some people are much better at that than I am.
So
I think
with that process being that long sometimes, what would you say are some accomplishments that you're most proud of in your music career?
um honestly just my whole music career, I would say, would be an accomplishment that I'm proud of, man. And
Yeah.
just being able to get myself to where I'm at today, are pretty much all just off of the strength of just the effort that I put in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What was the process of you beginning making music? What got you into it?
I always been like listening to music, even like when I was a kid. Like I couldn't go to sleep without listening to the. Hey, we used to have like this like radio, like boombox type radio shit in our house back in the day when I was like a little kid, and
Mm.
I couldn't go to sleep without like having that shit on and having them playing like either 107.5 or some radio station. You know, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like music always been a big part of my life. So in fact, I think I wrote my first song when I was like 12, 12 or 13.
You still have those bars?
Well, you see, here's a funny thing, man. When I was like, so I listen to all types of music, you know. So when I was that age, I think the first song I written was actually it was like a rock song.
Oh, okay. Dope. That's sweet.
That's cool.
It was like a parody slash like cover type song to like one of Paramore's songs, I think.
Oh, I fuck with Paramore. That's cool.
Yeah, I fuck with Paramore heavy, but I feel like that also helps me with my music from listening to all different genres, all different kinds of music. I'm able to take little bits from this and this and that, and then put it into my music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who are some of your biggest influences outside of rap?
Um, what you mean just like in my life
Yeah.
outside of raps, like not any rappers? You mean?
Yeah, like you mentioned Gucci Mane earlier. Like, who are some other influences on you, both personally and musically?
Okay. I would say personally, one of my biggest influences on me would be probably my oldest brother,
Hmm.
Claudius. Yeah, because I mean he just for me watching how he's been living his life from the gate. You know what I mean? He just been going crazy, doing it right. A plus student in school, 4.0 in high school, 5.0 in college. Got a free academic scholarship at Ohio State. Walked on the football field. You know what I mean? Played for the Buckeyes. Got a job at Microsoft. Lives out in Seattle, like where Bill Gates and all the people stay at. You know, it's like, and he's still only 26.
Holy
Starts
shit.
starting
Damn.
doing all this stuff. Watching him accomplish all that just really like inspires me and like influences me to know that I can do that or even better if I really wanted to. You know what I mean?
Dude,
That
I can
is
imagine.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great inspiration.
But with music, I would say probably my biggest musical inspiration would probably be Kanye West for real.
Hmm. How so?
Hey,
Just cause like this, I feel like the way he made his music was just so different that it kind of like changed the way people make music today, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like I don't know
KUWOP, have you ever thought of
what you say
dabbling in production?
like producing is that what you about to
Yeah,
say? See, I've
like
thought
making your
about
own
it and
instrumentals
yeah, and
type
I've
shit.
tried, but it's like I I can't say a word. I feel dumb trying to do it for real because like I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's like
Oh, fair enough.
and it's
Yeah.
like I'm just trying to like there's just so much that like you put like FL Studio up, you know what I mean? And there's all these plugins and so much shit that you can do, and it's like it's so confusing, bro. So I feel like for me to like get into that, I would need somebody
Yeah.
who's very knowledgeable in that to literally like mentor me in it, you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't even fucking know where
Yeah.
to
It
start.
does help.
But also
Yeah.
I feel like people know you know your lane. You know what I mean? Like if you know
Yeah.
you can do both. You can write and produce, sing, do all that. Then that's you. You know what I mean? Some people can only do one thing, and that's all they want to do. They just want to perfect that one thing. You know, that's kind of how I am with like.
Sometimes focusing on just one thing is really mastery.
Yeah, see, yeah, literally.
would you say, would you include learning a little bit more about production in your goals for the future, at the very least?
For sure, yeah, definitely. Like, I definitely want to be able to fully like create a song from scratch myself one day. You know what I mean? Like, make the whole beat, write the song, produce, like record it myself, like engineer all that from scratch, and just do it all myself. And that's the end
Yeah.
eventually, you know. But just as of right now, just trying to build a brand and become a bigger artist. I'm just really focusing on making the music and just songwriting and just like the delivery and in the recording studio, all that, you know.
One thing I have been seeing regarding branding, when I go on Instagram, I'm constantly seeing people reposting. I think it says Ohio artist KUWOP making a breakthrough, I think is what the image says.
Yeah.
Did you make that? Who made that? Because I think it's really effective.
No, you want to hear something funny? My little cousin made that. He's like 14.
That's awesome.
But he's big on, he like, you know how kids go crazy, man. He's big on Instagram. Like, he has an Instagram account where he makes these like edits on his iPhone of like other like songs. It was like song lyrics or whatever. He'll like put them on his Instagram account, and then he has like 150,000 followers on Instagram from doing that type of shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then he has like multiple accounts to have like 80,000, 40,000, whatever thousand. And then he'll like, so he made that to like try to promote my music, and then like he'll post it on his like different accounts, and then I'll repost it type shit. And that's how you'll see it like all the time. And that shit really like blew me up for real, because it took me from like having a couple hundred followers to having like 1,000 followers on Instagram in like a couple weeks type shit.
What's he charge for a promoted post? Gotta reach out to him.
Hey man, you gotta talk to him, man. It's at True TBH 24 on IG on Instagram.
Okay, hell yeah. I might have to
tell him KUWOP sent you. He'll give you a deal.
Hell yeah. That's dope. Give him a few bucks and a lollipop. How about that? That's what I can do now.
Oh God.
Last time I talked to him, he was stacking his bread up though, so I think he might come with a little more than that.
That's dope though. No, I would definitely show respect. But I think that's really cool how somebody can just gather that much attention just throwing together things like that.
It's really just like, there's an app on his iPhone. He'll get an app and make like this little lyric video and just post them, and they'll get like 90,000 views on Instagram, 100,000 views. I'm like, what the fuck?
Man,
that's so insane.
Sounds like your whole family is just made up of go-getters, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no cap.
So with that in mind, for you personally, what does making it mean to you?
Honestly, like, to me, making it means just like me being able to support myself and my family, my friends and my family off of the music that I make. You know what I mean? When I'm able to do that, then I'll be able to just say personally that I made it. I'm not really into like for like all the fame and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't need to be like on the magazine covers to say I made it, or like be #1 type shit. You know?
Yeah.
I just be able to provide for myself, my friends, and my family, man.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Yeah. I wish more people thought about it like that. That's cool.
That's all you need to be happy, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. As long as you and the people you love and care about, you know, it's like everything else is just extra.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that.
What are all of your goals for 2020 and 2021? And I include 2021 because this year has been kind of canceled. But
yeah, it fucked up a lot of shit for me. For real, because I've been doing a bunch of shows. I've been doing a bunch of shows up until like the coronavirus shit happened. I had like two or three shows a week type shit. And I've been doing these shows, and like it's funny because I work the night shift at UPS. I'm a supervisor.
Okay.
So I'd be working like 3 in the morning, right? I would do the shows 2 nights in a row, and the shows would end at like 2 in the morning. I'll drive straight from the show like to my house, grab my work clothes, go straight to work type shit.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was that shit was tough. That shit was fun as hell too. But it's like I did a bunch of those up until the point where I got linked up with these people that are booking a tour. For my booking manager, we were supposed to actually go on the tour, nationwide tour with 30. It was like 30 cities, 15 different states. It was actually supposed to start this month, like April, but all the coronavirus shit done like shut everything down, so they delayed it. It was fun.
Now, I do look at this with a positive outlook, despite everything, because I think that people are definitely going to take each other less for granted after we can actually get back together, and I think people will be swarming shows as soon as everything opens back up.
Yeah, I can't wait for that first day. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are gonna be
that show back, man. It's gonna be wild.
All that pent up energy in one night.
People are gonna be swimming in money, dude.
I hope I'm one of them, man. I hope I'm one of them people.
How has making music in Columbus benefited or disadvantaged you specifically?
I would say it did a little bit of both. For real, I would say it benefited me because obviously it made me the type of artist I am today. You know what I mean? Linking up with the different artists I've linked up with in Columbus. You know what I mean? Recorded in all the different studios, all the different engineers I recorded. It's like all like created my KUWOP sound. You know?
Yeah.
And if I was ever recording or staying anywhere else, I wouldn't be sounding like that. You know? It's just like the sound that has accumulated over like the years of me for all these different artists and engineers in Columbus. So I think Columbus advantaged me with that, but like then again, I also think working in Columbus has been a disadvantage for me because like it's sad to say, but I feel like the artists in Columbus don't support each other as much as we should, you know, and I feel like that disadvantages everybody, you know.
Do you have any specific examples of what happens around here?
It's just like I'll notice that like everyone like has their like little cliques or the group of people they fuck with type shit. You know what I mean? And it's like if you're not in that group of people they fuck with, you're not really gonna like get shown that love. You're not really gonna get promoted. They're not gonna come to all your shows. They're not gonna, you know what I mean? But they'll still say they support, but it's like it's just saying you support is it's not really supporting that person at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, I feel that. Speaking of which, I appreciated you making it out to the Gab Street birthday party at the end of February.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I pulled up. I put up a little late because I had some shit going on with me and my ex girl at the moment. But I definitely was trying to make sure I stopped by and say what's up, man.
I appreciated that quite a bit. That was awesome.
Yeah, man. I was still support when I can, man. I pull up even if I'm not on the show. I pull up to a lot of my friends' shows and just pull up and just support, have a good time, you know.
Hell yeah. And if things end up opening up this summer a little bit, I plan on throwing some small shows, so I will be reaching out to you about that.
Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Trust.
Hell yeah. Speaking of shows and them going well, what have been some stories from some of your best and worst shows?
Wow. So, okay, so let me tell you. So I'll probably say one of my favorite shows. I don't know if it was my best show. One of my favorite shows was like the one I just did recently with Cloud City. That like Crystal Palace or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one was really dope. I like that one a lot because it was like this big mansion party, and like the mansion had like 10, 20, I don't know how many different floors. It was ridiculous, and like each floor had like they had something different going on. You know what I mean? So it was like you could just walk throughout the whole place and like just always see something new, see something exciting and just like never be bored. Which I thought that was dope. I thought that was real dope.
Yeah.
Some crazy stories from shows. Let's see. I opened up for a couple artists, a couple big artists. When I was in Connecticut, I think this was like 2017. I opened up for Rich the Kid, Famous Dex, and J
Nice.
Crit.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
my first sold out show. It was like 400 people there, and that shit was crazy. Going from like performing in like venues like the Basement or like Scully's or whatever, and there being like 50 people showing up. So there being like 400 people. The venue's booked out. Like that's a whole different vibe, you know.
I can imagine.
But that shit is fun though. That shit is fun. It's always like it's always nerve wracking going on stage. You know what I mean? Because everybody will get. I feel like they would. You know what I mean? But then when the second you stage, it's always like you always like you're like damn, I want to do that shit again. Like it's over already. You know.
Yeah. What have been some of your favorite local shows that you've done smaller too?
Um, I definitely always fuck with Scully's. The shows I've done at Scully's are always dope.
Yeah.
I like the venue. I like the sound system. I like the way the stage is set up. How they got the upstairs. There can be people upstairs, downstairs. You can do whatever. And yeah, and they let me smoke in the back, man. So I fuck with Scully.
Nice. That's a plus.
I probably shouldn't say that. They probably ain't gonna let me smoke in the back no more. Yeah,
Yeah, they'll be listening to this show. We just ousted them. Nice.
My bad, Scully's. I love you too.
Have you had any like nightmare shows?
Oh yeah. I've had plenty of those. Plenty of those for sure. But I feel like those like having good shows and having bad shows all like builds your character. You know what I mean? All makes you become a better performer. You're not
Oh,
gonna
for
become a
sure.
performer without having any bad shows. You know?
Yeah.
It's just been like a lot of shows where I'll like completely forget my words. And I'll just be and I'll just be looking. I'll be standing up there like, damn, what the fuck? But then but usually when that so I've learned that whenever stuff like that happens, I'll be able to do ad libs or like do some hype man shit and get the crowd hype until I'm able to like get back to where I was at. Remember what I was saying.
Yeah.
Or just pretty much keep the show going no matter what. There's been plenty of shows where I've like forgotten the words or I like if you come to one of my shows, energy. I'm very energetic. I'll be jumping up and down. I'll be running around all the crowd everywhere. So there'll be a lot of shows where I'll be tripping over stuff, trip over mic cables or whatever, speakers, or like fall, you know. But like I said, all that shit adds character, man. That shit happy to get back up and keep going.
You know, I saw this show once at Express Live a few years ago. I forget who the headliner was, but this band called the Orwells opened for them. And this dude, the lead singer, was so piss drunk that he spun, like over time, he had spun around enough times so that the mic cable had wrapped around his legs. And he completely ate shit and fell off stage.
Oh, God.
It was so bad. So as long as that doesn't happen to you, I think you're okay.
I can't really do shows drunk because like I said I be jumping up and down going crazy doing all these movements so like my stomach start to feeling weird if I ever do that shit, you know what I mean?
Well, that's the challenge of it.
I was wait till after the show to start going crazy.
Yeah.
Except for one time I had this one show out in Athens, Ohio University.
Yeah.
With my other brother Trapper J. And then we before the show, we each popped like 2 tabs of acid.
Damn.
Shit.
On like some like Jimi Hendrix shit. And then we did that shit and then like literally we did the show, and that was like one of the craziest like shit I experienced in my life for real. Cause it was just like we was just going crazy like we normally do, but then like crowd and the crowd's like it's like looking different. You know what I mean? It's like the crowd's like moving and shit. I'm like looking at them, they're like changing colors and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I would be so scared to go on stage on it. I'm scared to leave my house on acid, let alone go up on a crowded stage.
Yeah, it's definitely not normal. It's not some normal shit you would hear anybody do. But that's the type of shit that I like to do. Just very abnormal shit like that.
Yeah.
I've heard of some stand-up comics doing sets while on acid, and it does not make them better.
I feel like that would be hard because like even doing a concert on acid was hard. I had to remember first, and I feel like every time I'm on acid, I can't remember anything. So it's like they're rapping and shit, and I feel like I should be saying random stuff, and I'm like tripping. So it's like being a comedian, you gotta remember your stories, you gotta remember all that and bring it in at the end. It's like that's a lot of shit.
Hi everyone, my name's Luke Chiocca. I'm a film composer and multi-genre producer. Thank you for listening to the Gab Street Podcast. I'm here to tell you that I'd love to bring your next project to life. Whether that's a short film, advertisement, or rap album, I can produce for you with uncompromising quality. In fact, the background music you're listening to right now was composed by yours truly. I've composed for feature film, local artists, and nonprofits. You can find me on Instagram at luke.chiocca, that's Chiocca, YouTube, and Fiverr. I look forward to working with you. Thanks and take care.
I pop my. Oh, you pop yours, you bitch ass nigga.
Bro, just imagine like how fucking terrifying it would be to bomb on stage. Like if you're a comedian, like you take acid and you're just in that mindset and like nobody's smiling at you. They're all just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, dude, I can imagine like when you're on it, your definition of funny changes. You know what I mean? Like you might have a little...
Whenever I'm on acid, it feels like I have a very childlike mindset.
Really?
Yeah.
KUWOP, how has it affected the way that you make music?
What, acid?
Yeah.
Well, but actually the blunt. Hard as hell.
You good, man?
So, well, acid. I would say, I don't know. I really don't know how it's affected me making music because I never like tripped and like started writing or tripped and recorded. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I do like tripping and listening to music. And I feel like that. Like when you listen to music while you're on acid, when you like tripping on acid, it's like different. You know what I mean?
You can like feel it.
Amazing.
Yeah. I just want you to know, KUWOP, that you are the first ever guest we have had on that has hit a blunt mid-interview. I think that's some baller ass shit right there.
I feel like Snoop Dogg.
You want to pass it through the microphone to Zay Crypto?
Yeah, we gotta practice social distancing. So yeah,
let me get that shit, bro. Oh.
I think I see a little smoke coming out of my mic. That's funny.
If you see smoke coming out your laptop, man, that's not a good thing.
It's like, wait, shit, that's not the weed. That's just my processor.
Dude, speaking of smoking, this is completely off topic, but did either of y'all see footage from 270 yesterday? Like a whole minivan was like in flames.
I
Like,
was trying to drive on 270 yesterday. Like I
they shut it off completely.
I didn't see that at all.
Completely. I was like, this
Like-
is ridiculous.
Like 2 exits. I tried to get on 2 exits. Both exits had cops and cones. Like they shut that shit down.
Every cops and cones, literally.
Yeah.
That was like I said, I work at UPS. That's over in Hilliard on the west. So I was taking 278 west back up
fuck.
north.
Oh, damn.
Trying to come back home from work at like 9 in the morning. And literally took me like an hour to get back to my house.
Shit.
Dude, that's funny. When you were going home from work, I was going to work.
Yeah.
So
I know, I love it, man. Like it's not. I hate going to work at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, having to wake up and do that shit. But like, once I'm getting off work, it's still so early in the day. You know what I mean? So I have like my whole day ahead of me to do whatever, and like that's what most people is going to work. You know, so when y'all was going to work, be doing whatever, do stuff.
It's good to hear that somebody else is a morning person, because I certainly am, and Zay Crypto is certainly not. But
No, I feel like everybody I know, like, it's like a go to sleep at like fucking 5 in the morning and wake up at like 3 p.m. type of thing. But like,
yeah.
I've always woken up at like 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
That's
I'm a
good,
little
man.
closer to that now because of the, not leaving, but just because we aren't getting enough sun for our circadian rhythm to actually kick in anymore. But
Yeah, I gotta make a confession, guys. I've been leaving my house.
yeah,
Oh shit! I'm calling the cops right now.
Mike DeWine personally is going to arrest you.
I'm leaving out my house right now, to be honest with you.
I mean,
I hear a lot of coughing in the background.
Dude, it's hard though. Like, I left the house today. I had to work. Like, what can you fucking do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to work every night too. You know what I mean? I'm an essential.
Plus, we gotta go get food. Gotta get gas.
Yo,
Yep.
tell me why I was driving last night, and I seen, I forget where I was at, bro, but I seen this one gas station had gas for $1.19.
For $1.19.
$1.19, yo, that was
God
ridiculous.
damn.
Dude, it was 99 cents over in Dayton.
I saw you guys post. That's okay, bro. What?
Shit's
I
crazy,
heard-
dude.
I heard that like through some economic bullshit that gas is now worth $. Like they're paying people to take it off their hands because they weren't expecting such low demand and don't know what to do with it.
Oh my god.
They can pay me to definitely take their gas for sure.
Yeah, man. Hit me up.
Does
I'll
gas have an
support that
expiration date, dude?
Dude, I don't think so.
It's
Actually, I don't know.
already been there for 365 million years.
Yeah.
I would just be using this shit. Fuck. Gone for the expiration code. Trust.
Yeah.
I've gotten ever since I got my license, like last year, I've been driving all the city everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Places I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Like the whole South Side.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's where I'm at, dude.
Oh, that's you mean like down near Obetz, right?
Oh, bets. I'm not sure. I've never been over there.
That's like Corey, when you say south side, you mean like south side of downtown, but Obetz is like south side. That's like that's the country part of Columbus.
Oh yeah, I've been there too. I've had to do like fucking like housework down there, rip up floors and shit.
Yeah.
It's an interesting part of town.
I hear about it because there's a UPS over there, so they talk about it at work sometimes. But like, it's only ever been like a myth or a legend to me.
Obetz is fake, confirmed.
I got
Obetz
my
doesn't-
first car ever from Obetz.
Really?
Fun fact, yeah. 98 Buick LeSabre.
Can we start a conspiracy theory on the show that Obetz doesn't actually exist?
Yeah.
Has anyone
I'm
ever
rolling
done
it.
this Obetz?
Actually, it's a figment of my imagination. I don't think we went to Obetz now that I think about it.
You actually don't have a car, believe it or not.
Whoa. why is my insurance raising my rates if I don't have a car, bro?
That's how it is in this country now, man. They're just trying to fuck you every corner.
Progressive offered a 20% off rebate for the coronavirus. They upped my rates 34%. Those fuckers.
Are you serious?
Yes. I'm canceling my insurance. I'm gonna find something better. Fuck Progressive.
I have beef with Progressive as well. We gonna find Progressive. We gonna jump them.
You heard us here, Flo.
All right. Yeah.
We're coming for you, Flo.
Nah, cause I had just recently bought my first car, like February, right?
Yeah.
I have Progressive as my insurance company, but my fried ass. So I got the car like February 2nd, February type shit, and they told me I didn't have to make my first car payment until like the end of March, like March 29th, March 30th. I'm like, cool, but I'm here thinking make my insurance payment second. I didn't even look at that shit. I didn't see.
You're cutting out quite a bit. Hang on.
Oh, my bad. Open the bags of weed, bro.
All right, there you go. Now you sound better. You say that one more time?
Yeah. So, hold up. What was I even talking? Yeah, no, I got you. So I bought my first car. It was like 2015 GMC Terrain.
That's not bad.
February 2nd. No, it's fine. It's my favorite car ever driven. Yeah, I've driven some nice ass cars too, but that shit was just like it was made for me. It felt like so comfortable.
Yeah.
But like I had company or whatever, and when I had got my car, they told me I didn't have to make my car payment for like 2 months.
Oh
like
shit.
3 months. Literally, like, it was like I got my car early February 2nd. They said I didn't have to make my payments like March 29th. But so my fried ass was here was thinking I didn't have to make my insurance payment until March 29th either.
Oh.
I had to make that shit on March 2nd.
Shit.
And so I was behind as fuck on my payment. And so they had canceled my coverage.
Oh,
and literally like a week after that happened, I'm coming home from work, driving down this road, Flint Road, if you know where that's at. And then and this girl, this little 16-year-old girl take right on the red light and doesn't check to see my car's there, drive straight into my car, total.
Shit, dude.
Yeah. And since they said that they had canceled the coverage, now I gotta pay to fix the car all out of pocket.
Jesus.
That sucks, dude. How many bands was that?
I'm still trying to figure that out right now.
Oh shit.
I gotta get it a shot because this really just happened recently, like a week ago type shit. You know what I mean? So I've just been driving a rental since, but
yeah.
But it was fucked up because that was my baby, man. That was my son, my first car. I had him for 2 months.
Let's start a Gab Street GoFundMe to get KUWOP another GMC Terrain.
2020.
2020. Yep. We'll give it a little upgrade too.
Nah, me and the GMC we back again one day.
Well, it sounds like you're in good spirits despite all that.
Oh, for sure. You gotta be, man. Life is too beautiful.
It's true, man.
Like there's a lot of those little negative, whatever moments that happen in life, but man, there's way more positive moments that happen that you can focus on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I try to be an optimist all the time.
All the time. I just try to always focus on the positive because you get in any situation. You know what I mean?
Zay Crypto keeps me in check every once in a while, but
oh, you mean like I'm your negative to your positive?
you'll let me know the world's still fucked up every once in a while.
Oh yeah, the world is. I'm trying to be positive, but it's just so hard in this world.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I just like if I just didn't know half the shit that I know. Like if I just never turned on the news, I think I'd be a lot better off, like mentally.
Yeah, man. Ignorance is bliss, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped looking at it a little while ago, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah. I need to just turn off my internet for a few months. But
I never really used to
kind
watch.
of impossible to.
I always thought the news was like boring.
Oh yeah.
I was like walking in the living room. My dad would be sitting there watching like CNN for like 2 days straight, and just be like just all up in there. I'll be like, what? It just sounds so boring to me.
Yeah.
Dude, there could be national news, Gab Street canceled forever tomorrow, and I would have no idea. I'd still make the show. Can't stop me.
That's hilarious.
They can't stop me. Hell no.
Well, I'm in talks with CNN right now, so.
Wolf Blitzer on the case. All right. Well, I think we have gotten through everything that I have written down in the show notes. So.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
I think when we did the show notes, I sound like you had like a million things we want to talk about.
We got through them pretty quick, man.
Hell yeah.
Do you have anything else you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I do actually have a couple things, a lot of things, man. So, I just recently, last November, I signed a deal with this record label, Bentley Records, in New York.
Shit.
And it's not,
Okay.
it's not like a record deal. So I didn't get like, you know what I mean? I didn't get like an advance or nothing like that. But it's like a marketing and distribution deal. So like, all the music that I released, it's for the next year, it's a year-long deal. It's like released through Bentley Records, and they release it to like all like 280 plus music stores worldwide. So like if you go to like Singapore or like fucking Italy or wherever, you know what I mean, anywhere pretty much in the world, you better find music.
Congratulations, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I definitely worked hard for that. I couldn't wait for that a deal. You know what I mean, with a label, whether it was a record deal, or any time where I leverage points and like actually like start like getting money off of the music that I make. You know.
Yeah.
Because that was the biggest thing for me is like to make the quality music. It's not cheap.
It's true, man.
It takes a lot of money. Like I'm buying beats from the same producers that who produced the beats for like Famous Dex and like Rich the Kid and like like Future and like all them people. You know what I mean? So it's like just buying the beat and getting an exclusive beat can get into like the hundreds of thousands. And then you gotta talk about going to the studio, paying for studio time, paying for mix and mastering, doing all this stuff, you know. So it's like getting the return of my investment was really the biggest thing for me. And the fact that I could sign that deal with that label and then they can help me get that shit was hard.
Yeah, no, I would be super excited if I were in that position. That's super cool.
Hell yeah, man. Let's see. Also, like I was talking about before, how I said I work with you. Work jars. Jars in my bed. like I was talking about before about how I work with a lot of Columbus artists that kind of like influenced my sound.
Yeah.
I would say I would probably say like throughout all the artists that I worked with and heard in Columbus, that people like A Squared, Trapper J Light, people like them, you know, really are the ones that from the city, I would say, that influenced me to work harder. You know, people like EKT40 even. Like I don't know if y'all heard about him or not, but he just got signed to Meek Mill.
I have heard his name before, yeah.
Yeah. He's from Columbus too. Yeah, that's big because that puts a lot more eyes on the Columbus now. You know what I mean? Because I know
Hell yeah.
a lot of people start looking at him, start saying he's on Columbus, and we're like, oh, Columbus, let me go check that shit out. Check it out. You know?
Yeah.
It makes it everybody bigger, which is how I was talking about. How I feel like if everyone supported each other in the city like how we really should, then like a lot of people would be in that position. You know?
You're not the first person to say that. J. Rawls was talking the exact same thing. How that's the only way we're gonna become one of those big cities for the culture, like Atlanta.
Yeah. Because if you look at cities like Atlanta or like Texas or like New York, or like even California, like all those artists from that area support each other and will like promote each other and help do songs with each other. You know what I mean? To do whatever just to get the whole city as a one to come up. You know?
Yeah, I think city slips my name. Slips my mind. Never mind. But yeah, there's plenty of places that are like that, and we need to work on that.
Yeah, man, for sure. But like I was thinking about, cause I have a lot of family that lives in Atlanta. Pretty much like all of my family lives in either Atlanta, Maryland, or Ohio. And so I was thinking about moving to Atlanta and trying to see if I can get some music shit popping over there, because the music scene over there is lit, and everybody be supporting each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think are the steps that we need to take in Columbus to get in the same position?
I think, a lot of people in Columbus need to. I don't know. Just. I feel like in Columbus, where a lot of people is that like they want to see you do good, but not better than them mentality.
Mm.
You know? And then I feel like a lot of people just need to let go of the ego and just like be able to actually be truly happy for another person, just being successful in what they do. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that.
Yeah, because
ultimately, if people start bringing in a lot of revenue, a lot of attention, that's gonna trickle down.
Yeah, exactly.
We talking about rap scene Reaganomics, my friend?
Rap scene. Jesus, that's a fucked up sentence, is my.
That's
two song names that I've heard this episode: Rap Scene Reaganomics and Cops and Cones.
Did anybody actually care about Toronto before Drake?
Was Justin Bieber before Drake?
Yeah. Ooh, no, Justin. Nah, it was, I think, Drake, because he was in Degrassi.
No, but then anybody cared about Drake when he was in Degrassi. We're talking about. Was Justin Bieber out making music before Drake?
But Justin Bieber is.
I think it was Drake.
He's outside of hip hop. He doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay, are we only talking like hip hop? Or
mostly, yeah. I'm really like talking hip hop. That's all like.
Yeah.
Bro, but he had Ludacris, dude.
Yeah,
Come on.
Wait, JB? JB?
This thing that I regret is when I was very young. I don't even remember how old I was. I went to Red, White, and Boom with my friend and his family, and then we go there. This is like way back in the day, like when Justin Bieber was like 12 and had the bowl cut, and it was like still coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he was there. He was at Red, White, and Boom. And
Holy shit.
And he performed, and then like he was doing free autographs and everything. And but if I knew that he was gonna blow up, as he did, I definitely would have got one.
Yeah.
Sold that shit on eBay.
I could have found some fucking horny ass little girl who buy shit for like $50,000, nigga.
That's funny.
That's what Justin Bieber's good for.
Oh, God.
That's what Justin Bieber's good for, man. He made people go crazy.
Is Justin Bieber even relevant anymore?
He dropped a song with Quavo recently, but like I didn't really listen to it or like it. I couldn't really like it if I didn't listen to it. But I didn't really listen to it.
I didn't listen to it, and I don't like it. Already.
No, I don't want to come and sound like no hair.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that guy in a long time.
Yeah. Who, JB or Quavo?
JB.
I think because when I tell you, I listen to all types of music. So when I was younger, I did used to listen to his shit, and I fuck with it. Until I found out one shit. You guys ever hear about that one video about him, where he was like he was making these jokes. He's like racist ass jokes over there.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like back in the day.
Back in the day, like he was like, I forget how it was like the chainsaw joke run. You know.
Oh yeah. I remember that clip. Yeah.
After that, I really stopped fucking with him. So that shit, right.
I don't remember that happening at all. I'm completely lost.
No, that happened. Like his record label probably did a good job of covering it up, but that happened for a fact.
Damn, that's nuts.
After hearing that, I lost a lot of respect for him, and it was just like it was pretty much off his music, off everything.
Yeah, understandably so.
Man, but I mean, I get it though. He's a kid. That's what kids do nowadays. You know what I mean? That's what kids were doing back when I was that
I don't know, man. Actually, I think this new generation is actually a bit better about that.
I hope so.
Because I remember like back in the day, like middle school, like I used to tell like racist jokes like that. I didn't really like understand the full picture. Like to me, I was just like, I thought it was funny because it was edgy, and I wasn't allowed to say that. But I think that there's a lot more information out there for the younger people to consume, and they actually like can understand our nation's history a little better. I think that things are slowly getting better.
I'm sorry, I didn't know my co-host was Rush Limbaugh. Jeez, no, I'm just kidding.
Rush Limbaugh.
I'm fucking with you.
No cap, but you took me in a whole other world with that explanation.
Rush Limbaugh is just a known racist. That's all.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I
never knew who was either, but I've heard his name because I remember the Family Guy did an episode where Brian was like fucking with him. That's all.
I remember that episode. Yeah. That was a good one.
I feel like all the Family Guy episodes are good ones.
Really?
That's what
you think so?
Yeah. The thing about me is it's weird. Like I don't really watch TV, but like when I do, I only be watching cartoons. Like I only watch like Family Guy or like American Dad or like stuff like that.
Yeah, they are really good. I've been thinking about getting into some of the new ones that they've been making for like adults too lately. But the only thing I've watched recently, which was like a month ago, was The Sopranos. Just getting into that. Made back in 1999. My brother claims that it is scientifically proven to be the best show ever made.
Scientifically proven.
So I'm verifying that for myself.
What is his hypothesis?
So far, so good. All right, we are at about an hour. So
yes,
we made it.
Some shout outs.
Yeah, sure.
I wanted to do it, man. I wanted to first give a shout out to y'all, man, for even giving me this opportunity, you know, to get on the podcast and talk my shit with my people, you know what I mean, and just like kick it.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on the show.
It's a great dad.
Sure, man. Anytime y'all got open interviews for KUWOP to come back sometime next year, so people can see it progressing in the artistry. You know what I mean? I'm always down for that. But
yeah.
Other like what were we talking about? Influences.
Shout outs.
Shout. Yeah. so yeah, other shout outs I would like to give. I like to give a shout out to my family. You know, I like to give a shout out to my mom. My two oldest brothers, my brother Claude, my brother Harrison, my little sister. You know, I like to give a shout out to my dad. He passed away last year. Actually, about 2 days from today, it will be the 1 year anniversary. You know.
My condolences.
Yeah, thank you, man. When that happened, man, that was tough on the family, man, because it came out of nowhere. You know. It's crazy. It's crazy to me how stuff like that can happen. Because like my dad, I wouldn't say he was he was healthy. He wasn't the healthiest person, but like he didn't eat bad. He didn't eat any red meat for like 10 years. He only pretty much ate fish and like chicken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the only meats he ate. He like went on weekly walks and stuff like that. But then still, we don't even know how. But somebody still got cancer.
Damn.
You know, and it was I can't. I think it's called like bile duct cancer or something. It was a very, very rare and aggressive cancer. They said like only like 10 to 20,000 people in like the United States, in the whole country, like can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and it's like the way it worked for the first. My dad found out he was sick like in December. And I mean, the first month where he was sick, he went to try to go to New Mexico to try something like these, like home remedies, because he didn't want to try the chemotherapy, you know, because of how that shit kills your body. But like, so damn, I keep forgetting where I was at. But what were we talking about?
We were doing shout outs if you wanted to continue those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I know what I was saying. Yeah. Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to my dad. You know, I know me and him had never really had like the best relationship or like the normal father-son type relationship because I was always just wilding and being a wild kid, pretty much doing whatever I want, type shit. So, but I just wanted to shout him out because you know what I mean he did raise me the kind of man that I am today. You know, I don't know. It sounds like I have a fucking like speech impediment or something.
You're good, man.
I'm like stuttering, nigga.
No, that's powerful, dude. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, for sure.
Where can people find you and support you?
You can find me on all social media platforms. That's where I'll be at the most. You know, so if you need me, hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at KUWOP 717. At KUWOP 717. SET. Wait, what?
KUWOP 717, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll put that in the description of the episode.
For sure.
Thank you very much for coming on the show this week, KUWOP. It's been a good time.
Oh man, thank y'all for having me, man. We definitely gotta do this again.
Yeah, of course. We'll be reaching out.
It was nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, nice to finally talk to you. Yeah,
you guys stay safe out there. Whatever
Oh, for sure. Yeah, y'all still shift through the corona.
Yeah.
Audience, don't go outside and catch corona bolades, please. Stay safe. And if you're not on that mailing list, you don't know who's coming up in the next 2 weeks, but if you are, you know what's up. Hop on that shit.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for catching us this week. We will be back at you next Wednesday morning. Thank you very much.